On Friday, May 14th, we have the moon in Gemini very early on in the wee hours of the day. It is going to begin its void of course journey around 7:51 a.m., again, Atlantic Standard Time. Now, it is transiting into Cancer and will be locking into Cancer energy around 10:30 p.m., again, Atlantic Standard Time. So that means we have the majority of the day, the bulk of the waking hours in an uproar, in a chaotic state, in unstable territory. When the moon is void of course and not locked in to a certain energy, when it is not making other aspects to other planetary bodies and luminaries in the cosmos, we are in unstable ground. Our path is not secure. Our thoughts are not secure, our emotions are not secure, and diving out of the mental plane that Gemini has us in and into the heart space of Cancer, we have to take a breath. We have to take a breath. Things aren't going to feel very good until the latter part of the day. To make matters even more interesting, this is a moon day. The moon is the only body in the cosmos taking any kind of action in the solar system. And as you know, if you've been following me for any amount of time, moon days, when they are declared moon days, are highly emotional. Yes, they're highly intuitive, but they're very chaotic. We can't be sure. And, Cancer being ruled over by the moon and having all these moon aspects and being declared a moon day, I hate to tell you, but this is about the calmest energy that we have this week. And a lot of that is because we are being asked to not make a move, to just sit with it, to just chill. And, the previous days that we've explored already are very, very triggering, very eventful, very highly charged, very overstimulating. So we're definitely going to need a day to just chillax, to just align, to just see what happens, to see what unfolds. So the moon will be squaring Neptune, making us all hypersensitive, making us all very easily triggered, especially emotionally. This is when our intuition is trying to speak louder than our logical mind, but we can't even trust it right now because, again, a whole day of, unstable energies doesn't really make for a lot of certainty and a lot of surety within ourselves. The moon trines Jupiter. This is a good energy. This is us going to be optimistic and confident about what is going to come, even though we've kind of lost sight. We've kind of lost our gusto, our oomph to push forward. That's okay. That's okay. We've had a lot of realizations. This is a time to let it kind of marinate, right? The whole point of the next couple of weeks is to get our heart and our head on the same page. We've had a lot of revelation since the new moon. We've had a lot of aha moments, a lot of new information, a lot of new details enter in the mental plane that now the heart needs a little bit of time to mull over. We need to think about and feel how we feel about it, right? So we do need to give ourselves a little bit of time, a little bit of a break. The moon will be making an aspect with Pluto. And as you know, anytime Pluto's involved, there's a huge transformation taking place. And this particular transformation is minimizing the gap between the heart and the head. Again, this is our main topic, our main theme for the next coming weeks. Why? Because we're entering into eclipse season. Why? Because we're entering into retrograde season. We have a Mercury retrograde coming. We have a Saturn retrograde coming. Pluto is already retrograde. This is some serious stuff. We are entering into some very pivotal times of change. And a change has to happen with an inner transformation first. That's why our heart and our head are having these big, long talks, these big, long conversations, tweaking one another, pushing each other's buttons so that we can find a solid ground, a solid footing for us to operate off of. Because let me tell you, once eclipse season hits, the only thing we're going to be sure about is that our feet are firmly planted on the ground. And even some days we are going to feel like we are floating off into space. Eclipse season accelerates everything. It's like we're in a snow globe and the universe picks us up and shakes us just to see what the hell is going to happen, where the cards are going to fall. And what we need to be sure of before we enter into that snow globe shakeup is that we are sure about what it is we want what it is we need, what it is we deserve. How do we do that? We align our heart with our head. What happens when we align our heart with our head? Our soul merges and aligns with the power of the universe. And what happens when that happens? We cannot be shook. Even when the universe takes us as a snow globe and shakes all the aspects, shakes all the details up in our physical realms, we are firmly planted in the ground. Do the work, do what is necessary to get firmly planted before things get a little bit crazy.